Hello, my friend. I want you to imagine a man named Mr. Harris. At 72 years old, he prided himself on living healthily. Every morning, he carefully prepared a colorful plate of fruits, believing it was the secret to his energy. He walked around his block daily, waved at his neighbors, and always felt grateful for his independence. But slowly, something changed. He noticed that his legs felt heavier. Stairs that once posed no challenge became steep mountains. His knees began to ache after sitting for a while. Standing up from his favorite recliner started taking longer. At first, he shrugged it off as normal aging. After all, wasn't he doing everything right? Yet beneath the surface, something quiet and sneaky was happening. Without realizing it, Mr. Harris was making a common mistake, a mistake millions of seniors make every day. He was eating fruits that, while natural and healthy for many, were quietly sabotaging his leg strength, circulation, and joints. You see, it's not always about what you're not doing. Sometimes, it's about what you're doing without knowing the hidden risks. The very fruits we've been told are wholesome can sometimes turn against us when our bodies change with age. Today, I want to open your eyes to a truth that could save you from years of unnecessary leg pain, weakness, and immobility. There are 7 fruits that seem innocent, even beneficial, but for seniors, they can be dangerous to your legs and overall strength. If you want to keep walking confidently, maintain your independence, and feel strong every day you wake up, it's critical to know which fruits might be quietly draining your vitality. So stay with me, my friend. What you'll learn today could be one of the simplest yet most powerful shifts you make for your health. And once you see the truth, you'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. As we move through our golden years, the changes happening inside our bodies aren't always visible, but they are powerful. One of the most critical changes is a natural decline in circulation and metabolism. Our blood vessels become more fragile. Our muscles and joints don't bounce back the way they once did. Even our ability to process sugars and acids, something we rarely thought about when we were younger, begins to shift. These changes quietly alter how our bodies respond to certain foods, especially fruits. Now, don't get me wrong, fruits can be wonderful sources of vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. But not all fruits are created equal when it comes to an aging body. Here's the truth, some fruits that seem perfectly healthy can actually harm seniors by promoting inflammation, blood sugar spikes, and joint irritation. Let's take blood sugar for example. In younger years, our bodies easily regulate natural sugars found in fruits. The pancreas releases insulin, the sugar moves into cells, and energy is produced. But after age 60, that finely tuned process weakens. Insulin resistance becomes more common, meaning sugars linger in the bloodstream longer, damaging blood vessels, especially the tiny capillaries that feed the legs, ankles, and feet. This leads to reduced oxygen delivery, swelling, heaviness, and eventual leg weakness. And it's not just about sugar. Acidity plays a hidden role too. Certain fruits contain high levels of natural acids like citric acid and malic acid. In aging bodies, these acids can irritate already sensitive joints. Combined with slower healing and diminished cartilage cushioning, it becomes a recipe for joint pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. What's most dangerous is that the damage doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, creeping, and often goes unnoticed until it's deeply rooted. One day you realize that your legs feel sore after a walk around the block, or your knees throb after climbing just a few stairs. It feels like aging, but sometimes, it's an invisible daily assault caused by seemingly harmless fruits. It's also important to realize that while younger adults or teenagers may tolerate these fruits just fine, seniors' needs are very different. Aging changes everything: digestion, circulation, nerve sensitivity, even how the immune system reacts to inflammation. What was once helpful can now become harmful if we're not careful. Now, don't worry, you don't have to give up fruits altogether. Far from it. The goal isn't fear, it's wisdom. By understanding which fruits may hurt you and which ones can truly help, you give yourself the power to choose foods that nourish your strength rather than steal it. In the next section, we'll walk through 7 specific fruits you need to be cautious with. These fruits, while praised for certain benefits, can quietly accelerate joint pain, increase swelling, and contribute to weaker legs if you're over 60. Stay with me. Knowing these details could mean the difference between a life of gradual decline and one filled with active mornings, confident steps, and independence for years to come. Let's move into these hidden culprits, one by one. 1. Pineapple, the hidden acid and sugar trap. Pineapple, with its tropical sweetness and refreshing bite, has long been celebrated as a superfruit, especially for its anti-inflammatory enzyme, bromelain. For years, seniors have been encouraged to eat it for its supposed healing properties. But hidden behind that juicy goodness is a dangerous truth for aging bodies. Pineapple is packed with natural sugars and strong acids, a combination that can quietly work against your leg's health. For seniors, whose blood vessels are already more delicate, the sugar surge from pineapple can be a real threat. It triggers sharp spikes in blood sugar levels, leading to tiny but repeated injuries in the small capillaries that feed your leg muscles and joints. Over time, this weakens circulation and starves your legs of the oxygen they need to stay strong. And let's not forget the acidity. Bromelain aside, pineapple's acids can ignite irritation inside already vulnerable joints, especially if you suffer from arthritis or chronic inflammation. The result? Aching ankles, stiff knees, and a heaviness in the legs that seems to appear out of nowhere. Even worse, pineapple's damage isn't immediate. You might feel fine for months while the cumulative harm builds slowly, silently. One day, the stairs seem steeper, the walks shorter, and few realize it was sweet pineapple playing a silent part all along. 2. Bananas, the deceptive muscle friend. Bananas have long held a golden reputation, soft, sweet, packed with potassium, and praised for supporting muscle function. For many seniors, grabbing a banana feels like the ultimate healthy choice. But beneath that familiar peel lies a secret that few talk about, especially when it comes to aging legs. Bananas are rich in natural sugars and fast-digesting carbohydrates. In younger years, the body handles these sugars with ease, but after 60, things change. Eating a banana can cause a sharp spike in blood sugar, leading to insulin resistance over time. This weakens circulation and promotes low-grade, chronic inflammation, especially in the legs, where blood flow is already slowing. The result? That dragging, heavy feeling in your thighs after meals. That stubborn calf stiffness after a short walk. Even swelling around the ankles that doesn't seem to make sense. What's more, bananas have a tendency to promote fluid retention, particularly dangerous for seniors dealing with heart issues. Retained fluid puts extra pressure on joints, making every movement heavier and more painful. You may have thought bananas were fueling your strength. But if your legs have been feeling sluggish, swollen, or achy, it could be that those daily bananas are silently stealing your mobility rather than supporting it. 3. Grapes, small fruits, big inflammatory impact. Grapes often seem like the perfect snack, tiny, juicy, refreshing, and easy to pop into your mouth by the handful. They're marketed as heart-healthy and rich in antioxidants. But for seniors, especially those concerned with leg strength and joint health, grapes hide a silent danger. The problem lies in their high fructose content. Fructose, a natural fruit sugar, is directly processed by the liver. When the liver becomes overwhelmed, it converts excess fructose into fat and uric acid. That uric acid doesn't just float harmlessly through the body, it tends to settle painfully in the joints, especially in the toes, ankles, and knees. Have you ever woken up with a stabbing pain in your big toe? Felt a strange, burning stiffness in your calves? Grapes could be one of the sneaky culprits. Even worse, grapes are far too easy to overeat. A handful becomes a cup, then two. Without realizing it, you flood your body with fructose, fueling low-grade inflammation that makes every step feel heavier and more difficult. Though grapes seem light and innocent, for aging bodies, they can silently contribute to swelling, joint pain, and reduced mobility, stealing the freedom to move comfortably, one sweet bite at a time. 4. Watermelon, the sweet hydration illusion. On a hot summer day, nothing feels more refreshing than a slice of cold watermelon. Light, juicy, and hydrating, what could possibly be wrong? For seniors aiming to protect their leg strength and circulation, watermelon hides a surprising risk few ever suspect. While watermelon is mostly water, it has a very high glycemic index. That means it causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, almost as fast as eating a piece of candy. For aging bodies already struggling with insulin sensitivity, this quick sugar surge leads to repeated inflammation and stresses the blood vessels that nourish the legs. The signs are subtle at first: a dull ache after a short walk, slight swelling around the ankles, or calves that feel tired even after minimal activity. Over time, the damage builds. Blood vessels weaken, oxygen delivery declines, and the legs grow heavier and more sluggish. What makes watermelon especially tricky is how easy it is to overeat. One slice turns into 2 or 3 before you even realize it, compounding the sugar load without feeling full. While it may look like the perfect hydrator, watermelon can quietly strip away your strength, making the simple joy of walking feel harder and less certain with each passing year. 5. Oranges, the silent acidic aggravator. Oranges are practically a symbol of health. Bright, cheerful, and loaded with vitamin C, they appear everywhere, from breakfast tables to immune-boosting drinks. But for seniors focused on leg strength and joint health, oranges can carry a hidden danger that few realize. The problem isn't just the sugar content, it's the high level of citric acid. As we age, our joints become more vulnerable, cartilage thins, and inflammation becomes easier to trigger. Consuming a steady stream of acidic fruits like oranges can quietly aggravate the soft tissues surrounding the knees, ankles, and hips. You might notice a creeping stiffness in the morning, an aching discomfort in your legs after sitting for a while, a slight swelling in your calves after only moderate activity. Many seniors chalk these changes up to normal aging, never suspecting their daily glass of orange juice might be fueling the fire. Even worse, oranges can cause unstable blood sugar levels when paired with natural sugars. That combination fans the flames of systemic inflammation, subtly making every step feel heavier and more painful over time. Oranges may still have a place in a younger person's diet, but for seniors, they often contribute to the slow erosion of joint comfort and mobility, one sweet, acidic bite at a time. 6. Green apples, the secret leg pain trigger. Green apples often carry an image of purity, crisp, clean, and lower in sugar than their red cousins. Many seniors choose them thinking they're the safer, healthier option. But hidden inside that tart, refreshing bite are 2 dangers that could be quietly harming your legs and joints. First is malic acid, the compound that gives green apples their signature tang. While harmless to younger, more resilient bodies, malic acid can irritate aging digestive systems and seep into sensitive joint tissues. Over time, this irritation can lead to a dull, persistent aching in the hips, knees, or even the arches of the feet. The second hidden threat: natural sugars. Despite their sour taste, green apples still contain enough sugar to create subtle blood sugar fluctuations in seniors. And every spike and crash increases inflammation, promotes stiffness, and slowly chips away at leg strength. Many seniors snack on raw green apples or eat them late in the day, unknowingly causing low-level irritation that builds during sleep. Morning stiffness, nighttime leg cramps, or that sluggish feeling while climbing stairs can all trace back, in part, to this seemingly innocent fruit. While green apples seem like a smart choice, for aging bodies, They may be a quiet contributor to weakened mobility and aching joints. 7. Mango, the sugar bomb for aging joints. Few fruits feel as indulgent and irresistible as mango. Juicy, soft, and bursting with tropical sweetness, it's easy to see why so many seniors reach for it as a special treat. But for aging bodies, mango carries a hidden danger, one that can quietly sabotage your joints and legs. Mango is a natural sugar powerhouse. While its sweetness tastes light and refreshing, your body processes it as a massive sugar load. After age 60, our ability to handle sugar weakens dramatically. A single serving of mango can cause a sharp spike in blood sugar, leading to a surge of insulin, followed by inflammation deep within the joints. This inflammation doesn't just cause occasional soreness. Over time, it wears down the soft tissues around your knees, ankles, and hips, making simple movements like walking, standing, or climbing stairs feel harder and more painful. And because mango tastes so light, it's dangerously easy to overeat. A few slices quickly become a whole fruit, multiplying the damage without much warning. Many seniors think of mango as a healthy pleasure. But behind its sunny flavor lies a hidden threat, slowly feeding stiffness, swelling, and fatigue, and making each step feel heavier than it should. If you're still with me, my friend, it tells me something very important about you. It tells me you care. You care not just about how you feel today, but about the life you still want to live tomorrow. You're not someone who accepts decline without a fight. You're someone willing to open their eyes, to learn, and to take real steps toward lasting strength and freedom. That matters more than you know. You see, many people in their later years quietly accept that aching legs, stiffness, and growing weakness are just part of aging. They shrug it off. They think it's inevitable. But today, you have seen a deeper truth: not all of it is inevitable. Some of it is silent damage happening every day, right under our noses, disguised by habits we were told were good for us. Nobody ever warned Mr. Harris, or maybe even you, that certain fruits could act like slow poison for an aging body, not instantly, but little by little, draining your circulation, stressing your joints, and making every movement just a bit harder. But now you know. And that knowledge is a powerful gift. Here's the good news you need to hear: it is not too late to change the story. Your body, even today, has an incredible ability to heal. Our muscles, blood vessels, and joints are constantly rebuilding, renewing, adapting. Every good choice you make, starting now, can tilt the balance back in your favor. Every smart bite you take sends a message to your body: we are protecting you now. We are rebuilding strength. We are claiming our independence. I know it can feel overwhelming when you first realize how many small habits might have been working against you. You might even feel a flash of regret, wondering if the damage is already done. Let me reassure you, progress does not demand perfection. It only demands that you begin. Start with one fruit swap. One better choice. One mindful decision each morning when you reach for something to eat. Over time, those tiny choices build into something incredible: lighter steps, easier breathing, stronger balance, steadier hands, better sleep. They build into a life where your legs carry you joyfully, not painfully. And it's not just your legs you're saving. It's your afternoons in the garden. Your walks with your grandchildren. Your trips to the store without worry. Your ability to stand tall at family gatherings and dance a little when the music plays. It's your dignity. Your freedom. Your spirit. Your legs are more than just bones and muscles, they are the very foundation of your independence. Protecting them is an act of self-love. A declaration that you will continue living fully, no matter how many birthdays have passed. You are not powerless. You are not too late. You are standing at the beginning of a new chapter, and it starts with knowledge, and with courage. Let's keep walking forward together. One strong step at a time. Now that you know the truth about these 7 fruits, my friend, the next step is simple, but powerful. It's time to put this knowledge into action, starting today. First, take a moment to reflect on your daily habits. Are pineapples, bananas, grapes, watermelon, oranges, green apples, or mangoes finding their way onto your plate more often than you realized? If so, don't feel guilty. Feel empowered. Awareness is the first and greatest step toward change. Start by choosing healing fruits that truly support your legs, joints, and circulation. Add a handful of blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries to your breakfast. Enjoy a few cherries as a treat when you crave something sweet. Slice up a creamy avocado into your salads for rich, anti-inflammatory benefits. Try tender papaya if you want a fruit that's easy on the joints and digestion. Or reach for a juicy pear to satisfy your craving for something refreshing without overloading your blood sugar. Each small swap you make protects your strength. Each better choice brings lighter steps, steadier balance, and more freedom into your days. If today's video opened your eyes or gave you hope, I invite you to become part of the Elder Spark community. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another life-changing health tip designed specifically for vibrant, strong seniors like you. I'd also love to hear from you. Please share in the comments which fruit surprised you the most today. Was there one you eat often without realizing the hidden risks? Your story could inspire someone else to take their first step toward better health, too. At Elder Spark, we believe that getting older doesn't mean giving up your strength. It means learning smarter ways to protect it, and living every day with joy, confidence, and vitality. Let's quickly recap what we covered today, my friend. Certain fruits that once seemed harmless, like pineapple, bananas, grapes, watermelon, oranges, green apples, and mangoes, can quietly weaken your legs by spiking blood sugar, fueling inflammation, and irritating your joints. Over time, they can steal away the strength, balance, and freedom you cherish. But now you know better. You have the power to make smarter choices. Focus on fruits that heal instead of harm: berries, cherries in moderation, avocado, papaya, and pears. Each small change you make today builds a stronger, steadier tomorrow. Remember, it's not about giving up the joy of eating. It's about eating wisely, honoring your body's changing needs, and protecting the vibrant life that still lies ahead. Stay strong, stay mindful, and never forget, your legs are the foundation of your independence.